Blog Talk Radio.
I'm walking through life in nature's disguise. Well, hello, 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 and hello out there in Blog Talk Radio land here in the States and across the globe. Honey, it's another glorious, glorious Wednesday, my tea sippers. And you know what time it is, honey? It's time for you to get all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea, and you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. Hey, babies. Yes, I am still sitting up here sounding more congested. Well, it's breaking and all of those things, but I'm just really, 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 really dealing with a lot of allegoric or allergy-related problems and things of that nature. So, please forgive me if I sound a little bit that way today. But it was given to me that because since I've had a considerable amount of weight loss, you guys know my story with that my body is still adjusting. And I haven't had bouts with my allergies like this in such a long time. And I see that's probably the only thing that has changed is the weight loss. So I'm like, okay, that may be plausible. So at this particular point, honey, that's what we're going to run with that for right now. And call that grace, okay? Down here, it is lovely, honey. It's nice. We don't have any rain, praise the Lord. At least we haven't for the last couple of days, but they say it's going to come back in starting tomorrow. So, yes, my darling, we have just been dealing with all kinds of wetness and things down here, but it's all good. And here, we are preparing here in Atlanta for the 17th annual Black Gay Pride celebration. Yes, we are. And it's very important for me this year because I will be presenting a symposium this Friday that we're going to talk a little bit more about in depth with my guests when we come back from the commercial break. However, if you guys are going to be in town, honey, I implore you to take note today with today's show because we're going to go a little in depth with a lot of what's going on with the celebration and what to be expected here in the city of Atlanta. Now, for those of you who are unaware, not only is it Black Gay Pride this weekend, honey, but for those of you who are sci-fi fans and comic book lovers, DragaCon is going on as well this weekend. And for those of you who are into race cars and all of that, we have NASCAR going on down here as well. In addition to, yes, my roller skating bunnies and babies and carrying on, honey, you too will be in town here because it's Skate-a-thon as well. This is the 17th annual Skate-a-thon celebration as well. So Atlanta is going to be the hot spot for your entertainment pleasures and purposes and this, that, and the other. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns or wish to add to the list of festivities that's going on down here in Atlanta, please call in at 347-205-9183. 347-205-9183 is the telephone number to call. The tea room is open. I see Road to Stardom is over there. All right. And, excuse me. I just got a catch in my throat. Happy anniversary, my darling. Road to Stardom Radio. She said she's been on the air today for 3 years. Go on, girl. Okay, you're 3 years. I'm 4 years, honey. Ain't it lovely? Congratulations to you. She's having her special show tonight. Let me shout you out. Tonight, honey, for those of you who on Blog Talk Radio, you go to blogtalkradio.com/Road to Stardom. Road, like the road, ROAD, to TO, Stardom, STARDOM. Join her tonight at 9 o'clock as she celebrates her 3rd anniversary. Happy anniversary, baby. Thank you for your love and your support here with Dishing Tea. I got commitments tonight, so I can't promise I'm going to be there. However, if I don't, I'm telling you now, happy anniversary. And we're going to make sure that I do my very, very best. Even if I'm in there for a minute listening by phone, honey, I'm going to get to you and make sure that we make that happen, okay? Because you've been such a wonderful support here. And I want to make sure that we, in turn, we return the favor to you as well. So happy anniversary. So with that in mind, my darlings, let me put my disclaimer here. that dishing tea with Big Meech is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program is not suitable for children or anyone who is not mature or responsible enough to handle the subject matters. So your listening discretion is advised. I will repeat. Dishing tea with Big Meech is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program is not intended for children or anyone who is not mature or responsible enough to handle yourselves accordingly. So, this program is not for you if you cannot govern yourselves, my darling, okay? So consider yourselves warned, honey. I don't know what bag I'm coming out of. Just know that I am coming out of one, okay? I'm so tired of sitting up here. My nose is letting me have it, okay? And things of that nature. So, if this is the time now, if you have your children, put them inside, honey. Let them go watch Dora the Explorer, SpongeBob SquarePants, Bert and Ernie, somebody's thing, honey, because now it's time for the grown and sexy to become the seasoned and sophisticated, okay, my darlings? If you're at work, honey, please put your headphones on or turn your dials down to a respectful level so that you guys can govern yourselves and police yourselves so that it doesn't, be offensive to anyone around you. Because none of you bitches, honey, is going to call me, see me at the market, do whatever, honey, to get in touch with me to say that you got demerits or you got written up or you got some kind of reprimand because you didn't govern yourself accordingly, honey. That is not my problem, because at this particular point you will consider yourselves what? Warned. Now, as I said, honey, today we're going to be talking about the festivities that's going on in Black Gay Pride. And right now, I see that we're having a couple of difficulties because my caller keeps coming in and bumping out, coming in, bumping out, coming in, bumping out. And I want to make sure that we get the information needed. So let me, oh, dear mercy. Okay, I'm going to take a little breather right here. I'm going to take a commercial break, and then when I come back from the commercial break, hopefully I'll have my guest here, and we'll be able to go ahead on, and we have a secure line to where we can go ahead on and disseminate this information. If not, then what we will do, honey, is continue on. And, one monkey, one thing, don't stop a show, honey. The show, what? Must go on. So having said all that, let me take this little break, and then I will be back momentarily, and we'll make that happen. So I'll talk to you in just a few moments. The dream has become a vision. The vision has become reality. After 12 years of committing to an organization that taught liberation theology, leaving because of having outgrown the teachings of that institution, facing the crossroads of deciding to return to traditional religious teachings or to move forward in the newness of spiritual awareness, the time has come where Detroit native and internet talk show host Big Meech shares with the world what has been placed on his heart. Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey is a collection of blogs that motivates, inspires, and encourages a reader to explore the depths of who they are and stimulate spiritual growth and development. It is designed to stimulate conversation and dialogue as readers share their own experiences of what the offerings in the book mean to them. Whether the reader agrees or disagrees with what it has to offer, Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey, the dialogue created and generated from discussions, will be a catalyst for introspection, healing, and personal development. For more information or to get your copy,
please go to www.facebook.com/Awake Big Meech or download your copy to your Kindles, smartphones, or iPads at www.smashwords.com. Awakenings, epiphanies along a spiritual journey. Are you ready? Are you ready to take the journey? Awakenings, epiphanies along a spiritual journey.
Trigg Laboratories manufactures premium sexual wellness and consumer healthcare products and is the parent company of Wet International Incorporated, one of the world's best-selling lines of personal lubricants and intimacy products. We carry a large variety of personal and flavored lubricants, flavored heating massage lotions, and aromatherapy heating massage oils. Whether you need a little or a lot, Wet has you covered. Our line of high-quality, innovative, and unique products are formulated using only the finest ingredients at our FDA-approved facility, meeting the strictest manufacturing standards. Wet is available worldwide at specialty stores and online retailers and at pharmacies nationwide. For more information or to find a retailer near you, log on to www.stayswetlonger.com. Trigg Laboratories. We create fun, quality, trusted products to innovate your intimacy.
Down.
And we are back. Yes, we are. Hello again, my darlings, honey. If you're just tuning in with us right now, honey, I want you to call in at 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183 if you would like to join in on the conversation, if you have questions, comments, or concerns regarding anything that you're going to hear today regarding our weekend festivities, darling. Today is going to be the kickoff event, honey, for what is going to be the 17th annual Black Gay Pride celebrations down here in lovely old Atlanta. For those of you who are unaware, honey, this is the largest Black Gay celebration in the country and possibly throughout the world, as Atlanta has become everybody's been trying to duplicate it, honey. We have been the originators of what this whole thing is all about, okay? So this weekend, starting today, August 28th through September 2nd, Atlanta is bracing itself to celebrate the nation's largest and oldest Black Gay Pride. And today we will be talking with the official Black Gay Pride sponsor. Can I say that right? Let me do that one more time. The official Black Gay Pride sponsor in the Life Atlanta, or is commonly known as ITLA. My guest today, Mr. Tyai Green, is the Executive Secretary of the Board of Directors, and today we're going to be discussing what will be going on for the weekend. We have a special few announcements, and we will take us on a journey through the 17-year history of Black Gay Pride, and we're going to explain some of the changes that has happened, things that's going to be implemented. And my darling, yeah, this is going to be lovely, 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 because for the first time, I've started to get a sense of renewal with Black Gay Pride celebration. So if this is what's to come, hopefully everybody will mirror this particular journey and mirror these attributes and these changes. So without any further ado, let me welcome Mr. Tyai Green to Dishing Tea with Big Meech. Hey, my darling.
Hey, Big Meech. How are you?
Honey, I am everything, and everything is me, honey. Okay.
You truly are. That you truly are. That you truly are.
Okay. Okay. Now, my darling, let's get started here because with this being this weekend, not only do we have Black Gay Pride going on, but I just announced earlier, we have Dragon Con, there's NASCAR, there's the Skate-a-thon. All of those things are happening simultaneously here within the city of Atlanta. And not to mention whoever else is doing their own little private parties, because this is Labor Day weekend. Ha, ha, ha.
How about
Okay.
that?
So let's get started with let's talk about what we're going to expect this weekend. Let's get that out of the way first before we start going through the dirt of it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it, and I'll put it out there. For those people that are in Atlanta, basically that means y'all be jumping on MARTA this weekend because traffic is going to be a beast.
Exactly.
And I'm urging all of our commuters that are coming in and all of our out-of-town guests and attendees to please, please, please utilize the public transportation system. When you go into Lenox, you don't have to drive to Lenox. Take the train up to Lenox and make sure that you, so people you can not be sitting in traffic 2 hours. It makes no sense for you to sit in your car 2 hours when you could have got there in 15 minutes on,
exactly.
MARTA. In the city alone, there will be, like you said, there will be Dragon Con. There is the Chick-fil-A Bowl over at Georgia Tech.
I forgot about that.
This weekend. There is the NASCAR at Atlanta Motor Speedway will be in town. There is quite a few things going on within the city, not to mention, Black Gay Pride. And that's going to take up, we have Midtown on lock.
Okay.
I'm just here to tell you, we have taken Midtown over. I don't know what they're going to do. They've probably not seen so much color in Midtown ever. But we have taken over all of the major hotels in Midtown. And we are here, and we are so excited, and we're asking that everyone come out. This year, ITLA is at the Hyatt Hotel, the Hyatt Midtown Hotel, which is the new jewel of Midtown right now. It is a beautiful hotel, and we are asking that everybody come out. I know we're going to do a meet and greet on Thursday and Friday at the bar from about 3 to about 6. We're just going to, sit around the bar and have a couple cocktails and really just want to welcome everybody out. It's a warm bar. We have drink specials and $5 martinis and everybody to come out and relax.
Okay. Well, now that there is for starters, my darling.
That's how we're starting off on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That is how we're going to start off the weekend.
Okay, exactly. So now let's go here because a lot of people are not necessarily, in the spirit yet. So let me start here, and let me have you give us your definition of what Black Gay Pride means to you. And then after you answer that, what is ITLA's umbrella definition that they're looking for folks to leave with?
Well, it's funny that you say that, and I can answer both questions simultaneously. The reason that I linked up with ITLA is because my definition of Black Gay Pride is one and the same. It mirrors what ITLA is. It means for me to look at a group of individuals who I can identify with and feel prideful about my life and not feel shameful about the things that I do and the things and the places that I go and the people that I interact with and the styles and things that I exhibit throughout my daily life. Black Gay Pride to me is just being proud. One, you have to be prideful as an African American, which means that you need to know your heritage, which means that I would be remiss if I did not mention that today is the anniversary of the March on Washington, which was organized by one of the most infamous Black LGBT pioneers, Bayard Rustin.
That's right.
In D.C. with Dr. Martin Luther King. And so that is prideful to me. We have to understand that, yes, I am a Beyonce fan and a Janet Jackson fan and all of those things, but for us to be able to get out and snap for the kids and do what we do as we do it, there were some people that came before us that had to lay down some pavement, that had to lay down their lives, that shed some blood for us. And we as a culture, as a group of people, as African Americans, first and foremost, always must pay homage to that. So that is the pride sense. And then as an urban LGBTQIA individual, I need to make sure that I need to be prideful about my people that are out there doing things for us in our community.
Exactly.
And our affiliates, because we have a lot of people that are supporters in our affiliates and alliances, and they're more prideful than some of us in the community. They have more respect for our art, for our business, for the things that we do than most of us that are in the community, and that's a shame.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Now let's go here because, as I said in the introduction, for those of you who do not know, on this past Monday, we've had the press conference that was given by Meek Productions. Hey, Miko, baby. Okay. That was given by Meek Productions, who wanted to make sure that this was documented because in his history of Black Gay Atlanta series that he does, the press conference was to outline a lot of the ideas and things that were coming up, to outline what was going on for Pride, and to also make the mark that ITLA, honey, is under new leadership, under new direction, and the partnerships, that was once tainted have now seemed to start to build their alliances again. But before we go into why it was necessary to rebuild, a lot of people like me have been disingenuous or discontented with a lot of things that Pride was starting to represent, and this is across the country. I'm from Detroit, so being on the planning committee in Detroit for 5 years, yes, okay. I was on Holiday July planning committee for 5 years, okay, and on that committee, and I put together their transgender summits, and which was their community outreaches and carrying on, or their community forums. And with a lot of the internalized fighting that I had to deal with a lot of the non-participation that came from that, I became very disgruntled. I became very disgruntled with black gay pride becoming synonymous with black sex parties. Because when we look at our counterparts, see, June being National Gay Pride Month, and our European counterparts, have capitalized on that. They've made it the best. And in their capitalization of it, we were missing from the table in it and a lot of things because it's a cultural difference. They're not understanding the culture and carrying on. So this is why Black Gay Pride was formed, was so that we can have our own culture identified. However, within that definition of our culture, we have allowed for the sex and the partying to become such the overview to where none of the important stuff is explained or is highlighted. It takes a back burner. So I know I was one who became disgruntled about that, and I'm sure there's a lot of others who have as well. So I'm saying all that to lead you into this. You coming on the board and being new blood with the organization, what are we doing to help to dispel a lot of that particular thought process or that particular thinking?
Well, one of the greatest things that I wanted to do about coming on the board was to rebrand the actual image of ITLA and Black Pride as a whole. As you said, it had such a tainted image. We had gotten so far off of the mark of what it meant to be prideful. Again, one of the things that we wanted to do was to mend the relationships with the promoters and things like that and stop such separatism. We as African American people, for whatever reason, we do the most separating of each other than any other ethnic group in the entire known. We will separate each other down to, a millipede of a second. You know what I'm saying? It blows my mind sometimes how the girls go here, the boys go here, the femme queens go here, the butch queens go here, we have literally, and that's what we had started to do, to where everyone was so categorized that it separated us as individuals.
Exactly.
We have to teach each other and understand that in order to make progress in society, and to be a force for your views and concerns to be heard, you have to be a constant, consistent, unified organization, a unified machine, if you will. So my goal was to come in and to dispel the fact that, we haven't worked with them, we don't work with them, we don't post their stuff, we don't do this, they don't work with us, they don't like us, they don't like this. And really what I found out after we brought everybody to the table and we sat down with all the promoters and we sat down with, to sit down and having conversations about it, what we found out that it wasn't so much as that we couldn't work together because we were doing opposite things. We weren't necessarily on different pages. We were the right hand not telling what the left hand was doing.
Well, how about that?
And it was it was definitely an essence of misunderstanding. And after sitting down and hearing stories and for years and I'll say it and I call it out all the time, and there were some great people behind leadership on all levels of each organization, and then there was a lot of foolishness as well.
Okay, right, right.
There was a lot of he said, she said. I'm not going to deal with them because I don't like them. And that's why we don't work together, because we don't like them. And that is not one. If you are a community-involved group, whether you be nonprofit or for-profit, if you are out for the community, you are out for the community, and you have to be out for the community in totality, not in just a minority representation. So we had to dispel all of those rumors and we had to literally just call the white elephants out in the room. And let everybody air and let everybody air. We had to sit at the table and we had to offer apologies for where the shortcomings that our organization had caused and maybe the ill feelings that our organization had once caused, and vice versa. And when other organizations saw that we were actually taking accountability for our prior actions, even though we directly didn't have anything to do with them, it kind of changed their tone. It put a different taste in their mouth. They're saying, well, wait a minute, you really want to work with us? Yeah, we really want to work with you, which is why this year is such a epic event, because in the past where we have somewhat worked together, we've all been in the same hotel together. All of you kids wasn't working together. They was in the same event space, but they weren't really working together.
Exactly.
But this year is the first time where we're all working together. Sunday at our community festival, everyone is working together. We have Tracks girls, Tracks boys, Rockstar, RT parties, R&R, What's Up in ATL. That has never been done.
Not since I've been here.
Never. In the 17 years that ITLA has been in existence, that has not been done, ever.
Exactly.
And to be able to work with each other and work cohesively with each other. It's been tremendous. Now are there still some bumps that we need to iron out? Yes, definitely. Is there still a ways to go? Yes, definitely. By no means am I saying did it just happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. It did not just happen overnight. However, we are we're a long way away from where we were, which was not talking to each other, period.
Exactly.
Or not, dealing with each other at all. So
exactly.
That was one of the first things that we as a new board decided that we wanted to do in coming into this thing, is to basically mend some relationships and bond. This is Atlanta Gay Pride, and I mentioned it yesterday in our press conference. This is Atlanta Gay Pride. This is not a particular entity's personal gay pride.
Exactly.
This is Atlanta Black Gay Pride. We all live in this city. When we go to pay our taxes, we pay the whatever county you live in, whatever city you live in, you pay that city tax. You don't just pay a personal tax and then you pay.
Okay.
I wish that was the case. So we wanted to go ahead and call. You have to call things out, and we are working together. And like I said, it's not all good, and I say that, and that is very bad grammar, but it ain't all roses. However,
you guys have weeded the garden, honey. Okay.
Right. However, the fact that we are doing it and everyone is glad to say, well, yes, we're all going into the park on Sunday, and that's something that has never, for everyone to cancel their daytime events and to everyone to be in the park on Sunday to a certain hour, to say, okay, and then at this hour, y'all can go and start y'all events, y'all going to do this, but this is not going to tear away from the fabric. Let's not tear away from the fabric. Let's build the fabric.
Exactly.
And that was where we are, and that was our real intention this year, and I think we are going to successfully pull that off.
Well, when I heard that, I was sitting up there, I was like, oh, my God. Now, see, this is how it's supposed to be. I got tired of, everyone knows, because in Detroit, it's Palmer Park, although I'm sick of us going to Palmer Park. However,
it is
that's my
so
own personal
different
thing.
there now. When you go back to Detroit, you would enjoy going to Palmer Park.
Okay.
Now, I'm just saying.
Well, what'd you say now? Well, you know what? My thing, I got tired of that only just being the spot where it was all just gay centered. There was Chandler Park with the water park and carrying on. I wanted to take over Belle Isle at one time, but everyone talking about, we looking at safety, we looking at this. I said, it was a lot of fodder that a lot of folks didn't want to get behind. And because this was Detroit's black, I'm like, honey, we need to be in the city of Detroit, not just in Palmer Park, because it's not nothing that everybody, it was nothing spectacular about it. See, Palmer Park is where the kids hang out anyway. So to come and pitch up a tent is what they did on a regular. So if we were talking about doing something spectacular, going to Palmer Park wasn't spectacular, And that's what my thought was. But here in Atlanta, to be able to utilize Piedmont Park in a way that is going to let us know that this is conducive for us as well. Because, as I said, our European counterparts, and for those who don't know, June is Gay Pride Month nationally. However, in what was it, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, whenever we had the droughts here in Atlanta and it was just so dry, we ended up having to move our June Pride Day. They moved it to October because we weren't able to utilize Piedmont Park because of the drought and carrying on. So ever since they moved it that year, October now has become our Pride celebration, which is congruent with National Coming Out Day and carrying on for the month and blah, blah, blah. But my point is, they've always been able to get the permits. They've always been able to be out there at Piedmont Park. It's always been this grand old festival. And yet to have our community be able to go out there as a festival, as an entire conglomerate, to be able to utilize the beautifulness of the park, to know that the botanical gardens are there, to know that you're going to have things for children, for those who have children and carrying on. This is what I when y'all said that, baby, I was about ready to jump out of my skin. I was like, okay. What because I'm like, okay, this is a new day. Exactly.
We are perfectly able to do that, and that's the biggest highlight of Sunday is the fact that to show people, guess what? We can take over a park. We were doing it anyway. It just wasn't organized.
It just wasn't organized. Exactly. To have house music in the park. We got the carnival that's coming up. We have competitions going on with the J setting and carrying on. You got health fairs and seminars and things like that. Vendors are going to be everywhere.
And be clear that the health fair, when I say health fair, y'all, I mean we are going to do more than just, we decided that this year we are going to we are going to touch on the entire body as a whole, as a temple. Your body is more than just your HIV and AIDS test as you normally get in the parks and things like that. This year we are doing blood pressure, we are doing diabetes, we are doing vision. I believe there is a group out there that's going to help the women to do mammograms and things like that.
Exactly.
We are really, really trying to tackle. We're doing nutrition and dietary needs. We as urban LGBTQIA individuals have to understand that we have other illnesses than just HIV.
Exactly.
We have other illnesses. Although we do have the largest numbers for HIV/AIDS, in the nation. However, we are dropping off from other things. We are dropping off from blood pressure and diabetes like it's going out of style. We're dropping off from cancers and things like that. And I'm not just talking about the church cancer, because they'll tell you at church he or she died from cancer. Yeah, that's cold for y'all church folks, for all the saints. Stop calling it church cancer. He died of HIV/AIDS and call it out.
Don't you make me. I'm going to hit you with a wet noodle down. What you say? Not the church cancer. It was cancer.
It is not church cancer. He died of HIV/AIDS complications. You're going to start calling it out. And I think that's that's one of the cultures in our society is that we are still while we are very out and free people, we are still very closeted when it comes to a lot of things. Due to our upbringing, due to our religious beliefs and views. And I applaud all of our affirming churches that are coming out to support, like Tabernacle and the Vision Church Cathedral and the Rim Church and the Village of Power and the Victory Church. I'm proud to have them come out and to show that, and the Spirit Church with Pastor Randy, who is actually performing in the Sunday celebration, and Pastor Bishop O.C. Allen will be out there emceeing. I'm glad to see those people out there to show that, guess what, you can still go to church, you can still have a great relationship with the Lord, and still be who you are. There's no shame in that, and we have to understand that you should not be shameful. I have my own personal religious views. I just feel like, hey, if I'm made in His image, I am a splendorous, wondrous work.
Okay, well, how about that?
And I know I'm a mess. That's why I'm single now. So I got this.
Okay. Now let's go here because we talked about, that Sunday being, it's going to be the culmination of the entire weekend. But let's start tonight with the candlelight vigil. Let's take us day by day on what to expect here in Atlanta, starting with tonight.
Well, tonight, within that, we are at the First MCC Church, which is at 1379 Tooley Road in Atlanta, and we are doing As the Bell Tolls. It's a celebration of life for those individuals who have transitioned on. And we are not just, it is not an exclusive LGBTQIA anything. It's not exclusively for HIV and AIDS. It is for everyone. If Big Mama done gone on, come and celebrate her life.
Exactly.
If your partner has gone on, if your Aunt May has gone on, and Aunt Ruby and Uncle Prentice and all them, come
Did you
and
say
celebrate
Prentice?
their life.
I'm going to hit you for Prentice. Not Uncle Prentice. Shut up, child.
Come and celebrate their lives. And we decided to change it from the candlelight vigil because there are so many candlelight vigils. We decided to do As the Bell Tolls. And what that is, and the meaning of that is the fact that the spirit of the person, while the physical form of the person has left this good earth, but the spirit of that person is a resounding sound that will be in your life
you better say
for
that,
your
right.
existence. And every time you hear a bell toll, a spirit of that individual will always ring a bell in your mind, and you may think about that loved one lost, that friend, that best friend, that cousin, that mother, that aunt, whomever it may be. And so we will be doing a ringing of the bells to make sure that we are resounding those spirits as they come in, and that there always be spirits of love and celebration and of just happiness, and not so much a somber thing. A lot of times we were getting people saying that, the candlelight vigil was such a somber thing, and we don't want it to be somber at all. So it is very jubilant. We want to make sure that it's very jubilant, and we want you all to come out and celebrate. We have our keynote speaker today is the first gentleman of the Vision Church Atlanta and the Progressive Pentecostal Church, Rashad Burgess. So he will be out speaking and just, giving us a little bit of encouragement to start our weekend. Later on tonight, after the first MCC, the As the Bell Toll rings, we will go to the Skate Boys on their Wednesday night skate. We are opening our ceremonies up with a Wednesday night skate. So for all of y'all that can still get it on skate, you come on out. For all of y'all that don't skate, there's a bar over on the side. Go on the stand, get you a cocktail, stand on the bar.
And talk about
because
everybody
the
who
kids
falls.
will laugh at you if you fall and bust your tail. I'm not lying. I'm one of them.
Right.
So
okay.
it's always a really good time, and we'll be at the Metro Skate. We'll be at Metro Skate on Metropolitan for the with Skate Boys tonight, and Miko Productions will be doing a live broadcast, and I'll be out there, and we'll have the Paisley Jackson show will be out doing his broadcast, and Paisley will be doing his thing out there, and we want to just have everybody come out, and we're just gonna have an old-fashioned skate, and get it going, and welcome it on Thursday. Starting on Thursday, we will be at the hotel again. So I'm going to implore y'all to come on out to the Hyatt, and y'all come on over to the bar, and we're going to have a couple cocktails. And then we have a dynamic play called Boy Pull Your Pants Up, and it is a play that touches on HIV/AIDS, sexual identity, homophobia. It touches on pretty much everything that we deal with on a day basis.
Okay.
On a day-to-day basis. And so I want everybody to come out, and we will be at the Historic Academy of at 875 West Peachtree. That is where all of the ITLA events will be held this weekend. Normally we do it at the hotel, but this year we have a smaller hotel, so we're going to do it at the Historic Academy of Medicine, which is a beautiful event space right next to the daiquiri factory on Peachtree. So when you come out the Academy of Medicine, you can go right next door and get you a daiquiri. Go see Keisha in the daiquiri factory.
And this Wednesday is $3 daiquiri night, honey.
and she will be they will be glad to give you some daiquiri and a 10-piece wing or a wing and some fries. But so Thursday night we'll be doing the play, and we want you all to come back because it is really a dynamic play. The company that is coming to do the play, they're out of Baltimore, Maryland. Mm-hmm. And they've been touring the country doing on the Pride scene, and it is just the things that I've seen on YouTube. I'm so looking forward to it, and it'll be definitely something that you want to do. Thursday night, we have our Georgia Voice Party. Yeah, Georgia Voice Party at Club XS. A.K.A. the 708, A.K.A. Loretta's for all the older heads.
Okay.
With Trax Girls and the Georgia Voice magazine. And so we'll be kicking it off there. Rockstar has a party, I believe, on Thursday night as well. And R&R Entertainment has a party. And there's a whole bunch of parties that start on Thursday night. And for those of you that just want to stay in the city, I can also hype up, you can always go around to the Puppy Dog, but I do advise all of our out-of-town guests, if you ain't in line by 11 o'clock, you can cancel it.
Okay.
The Puppy Dog, I call it the Puppy Dog, but let me be politically correct. It is called Bulldogs. Bulldogs will be serving up drinks as the official staple and watering hole in the city. And it'll do their Thursday night thing. Anybody that goes on Thursday knows it's quite packed on a regular Thursday, so y'all can imagine what it's going to be for Pride. But we want everybody to go out and participate. So that's Thursday. Friday night, we have a pageant. ITLA is doing a Mr. and Miss Black Gay Atlanta pageant. We will be crowning a king and queen to reign for the year, which is our first time doing it. Quite a few pageant members that'll be in town to help out and to assist, and they'll be there and in all of the different categories for what it is that they will be doing for talent and all those kind of things. And I've never been to a pageant before. So I'm quite excited to go. I have never been to a pageant, so I'm really excited to go. And I've seen some of the pictures for the people that are coming in to compete, and those girls that are in town, and boys that are in town, because it's boys and girls, and what have you. We want you to come on in, and if you have not registered, or if you want to compete, you still can go online and register, or you can show up at the Hyatt Hotel on Thursday with your registration fee, which is $150. And there is $1,000 cash prize that they will be giving away that night.
All right.
On Friday night. Now on Friday night, I'm just gonna tell you that the clubs are pumping on Friday. I can't even go down the list of all the clubs. I can tell you this. If you are interested in your Friday night stuff, you can go to ITLA's website, which is inthelifeatlanta.org. And you can click on Party Promoters tab, and we have all the party promoters on there. We have Rockstar, R&R, RT Parties, What's Up in ATL, Trax Boys, Trax Girls, you name it, we got them.
Okay.
As long as they came to the table. So I'm not going to mention all their parties, but I know the girls and the boys are bringing the heat this year for the nightlife. There is nothing that nobody should want for in nightlife. They got everybody from Little Kim to Kelly Rowland to Sierra to Jocelyn Hernandez to Kay Michelle to you name it, they got them.
Okay.
And I have had the privy of looking at some of the boys that are going to be out that weekend.
Ooh.
That'll be around the go-go dancing and carrying on. I can't wait to go stop at every club and poke my head in. Hey, how y'all doing?
No pun intended. Anyway, I'm moving on.
Now, I didn't say that, y'all. That's me. I didn't say
no
that.
No pun intended. Of course not. Of course.
But there is something for everything. And I want everybody to understand that there is something for everyone out in there's something for everyone out within the community. There is always something for everyone to participate in, whether you be young, old, rich, poor, whatever your steel is. There's always something for everyone to participate in. And I want everybody to be able to go out and to understand that, you can go out and do that. And there's health screenings on Friday and Saturday at the Academy of Medicine. We have our Bending and our Health and Life Expo. And so you'll be able to come out and do health screenings. And, the biggest point that I must point out is the fact that on Thursday, on Thursday day at the Academy of Medicine, we, in partnering with the Georgia Department of Labor, we're doing a job fair.
Yes. Very important.
So for those people who do not have a job, or you're looking to change careers, or you're, however you're so looking to do it, we will be out having the job fair. We have quite a few employers that will be out, that'll be coming out to make sure that, you can find what you need and empower the people. Our goal this year is to, like I said, to empower the people and to let them know that there is something out there for you other than the party. That half the people that come to Pride don't leave, or they relocate within 30 days of coming to Pride. And we want to make sure that we're setting each other up to help each other, and that there's employment around. And for those of you that don't have employment, whether you be LGBT or not, if you're looking for a job, please come out to the Academy of Medicine on Thursday. And definitely we have resume writing seminars and professional resume writers, which will be on staff. They will have interviewing techniques. They'll be doing seminars on interviewing techniques and all kinds of things. And they'll be doing a clothing swap. So if you think, hey, I ain't got a suit, I don't know how, I'm not dressed for it, we're doing a clothing swap. And they'll be able to go out and do a clothing swap. They'll be able to put their tie on, their suit, their tie, and they'll be able to, we'll have all kinds of things to empower the people. Our goal this year is to empower our community to do better.
You know what? Now, right there, that clothing swap idea is what's going to set this off. This is going to see this. We've gone beyond being epic. This is about to be completely historic, because you never know that you're making history because you're in the process of it, honey. Okay? And that piece right there is going to be absolutely legendary, absolutely historic, absolutely monumental, because we have so many people who, for instance, I've lost a lot of weight. So, the whole idea of swapping out this 68 jacket for a 54, okay, is something that is absolutely imperative, because image is everything when you're going into the corporate world. Image is everything. When we talk about, I love those who feel as though that they are into this tattoo culture. I'm not going to belittle you or anything like that. I just don't understand it. I know it's not for me. I do take personal prejudice about those who have their body like a damn canvas, and you got tattoos everywhere, and then you become unmarketable unless they're covered. And I've seen some folks that got tattoos in places that cannot be covered. So, in this, and you're trying to go out into the job world or whatever, you have to be mindful that the image and everything is of utmost importance when you're dealing with corporate America. So that whole clothing thing, I love that. So that there, the job fair is going on. Now, let's also understand that we have community forums that are going to be taking place. What are some of the, I'm going to talk about mine in a minute, that's happening Friday, but what are some of the other forums that we may have?
Well, we have quite a few. Again, we are catering to the entire community. So we have Onyx. The men of Onyx are coming in to do an S&M conference, which is always really interesting and really fun. If you want to spice up, you're looking to spice up your sex life, or you're just looking because you're interested and you've seen so much and you want to know what it really is all about, definitely it's awesome. We will be doing some relationship seminars. We have SunTrust Bank is going to be doing a financial workshop to help you get your finances in order so your checkbook don't always have to be in the negative, even though you only make barely enough to pay the rent and the light bill, and you ain't got no more for your cell phone. They're going to help people to show you how you can maybe doing some things to show you how there can be enough for your cell phone, good things.
Okay. And then also, now here's something that's very important. Friday, the 30th, the first part of the morning from 11 until 1 o'clock, there is a luncheon that's going to be sponsored by AARP. And this particular luncheon, honey, is going to be out and about for those of us who are over 40 and catering specifically to those who are within the AARP group, that 45 and beyond, so you could understand about estate planning, going into the next phase of living. Because, we're not the spring chickens anymore, honey. So, now I did a show called, Growing Old Gayfully. Because, everything about the club or whatever, honey, we're the old fogies now. We have become the people that we talked about back in the day. Okay, the 40-year-olds that were overdressed and at the club or whatever. You wonder what the hell they still doing there. We have become those people. And that particular section of gay community seems to be overlooked and seems to be ignored a lot because, hell, everything is all about tight abs and the big old booty and the big old dick or whatever. And when we forget about that particular part of our history, we end up negating the jewels of the community. So that part is going to be there. That's from 11 until 1. And then from 2 to 5, I will be hosting the coming out process and understanding its effects on black LGBT culture. This here is going to be, again, we are creating history, honey, because this here has never been brought in this particular fashion. And it's going to be an interactive panel discussion that's going to... We're going to outline some of those things that have us fearful about coming out. Why does these things mean so much in black community? Seeing how it relates back to how it's been indoctrinated in us back from slavery days and things of that nature. And how, yes, everybody keeps saying, well, slavery was over 400 years ago or whatever, but the effects of it still lingers even till now. And we're going to do this with a panel consisting of Elder Claude Bowen, who is my personal spiritual mentor, and he was the pastor of Unity Fellowship Church in Riverside, California. He's now emeritus with that. He's going on now. He's the president of Ubuntu, which happens to be a life coaching and self-realization empowerment group that he facilitates. We also have Adolph St. Aramon, who is now the executive leader over at NASM, and how they are rebuilding themselves and rebranding themselves to come back out and to tackle the struggles that black gay men face here in Atlanta and across the country. Also on that, our own Miko Evans from Meek Productions will be on there as a jewel and a staple here in Atlanta, and as a media representation who has seen and gone through the gamut of what it is of coming out, and then with Meek with his production company being the world's, or at least this country's, first and only LGBT talent agency. And having to deal with clients who fight with the issue of whether or not to come out, not to come out, or this, that, and the other. What does that mean? So he's going to come from the business aspect of that. And our most controversial panelist is, and I say that because ever since I say he's going to be on the panel, the kids have been letting me have it. And that is Mr. Walter Lee Hampton II. He's going to be on the panel. Y'all know he is a Facebook and YouTube blogger, very opinionated. And
let me just say this about your conference. Let me tell you what your conference has done for me. And y'all don't understand. See, folks don't understand when we start planning. Meech did all this, and as soon as Meech gave us his contact list. Now, mind y'all, he didn't ask me to sit on the panel either. I'm just saying, though, but I digress. The hotel, how controversial and some of the people that are on his panel, the hotel told us immediately that because of some of his guests on that panel, we had to have security.
Are you? Oh, stop! Really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes. I said,
wow.
I said, you know what? So I'm really interested, and I want y'all to come. Since I have to pay for security to come out for this thing, I want everybody to get their money's worth out of it.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Please get their money's worth out of it. I know Walter. I love. They actually, everybody always asks me, who is the big guy's arm that you're hanging from on my Facebook page? Last year at Pride. I love him dearly, big sweetheart. But, yes, very controversial. I'm so looking forward to it. I think everyone kind of wants to hear his viewpoint on quite a few things. So if you're interested in stuff like that, I want you to come out. I want you to give him no more of a taster. Meech, I want them to come to the conference.
Okay.
They must come to the conference. They must come to the conference. They must come to the workshop. And it is a free workshop. We are doing things for free. They said, oh, y'all never got nothing for free. Y'all always want to charge everybody to get in. It's free. Come out, support, learn, grow. Our theme this year is to change, to grow, and to evolve. Come out, change, grow, and evolve.
Exactly. I am living for this. I'm actually excited again after all this time. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've actually been excited about it, and part of it too is because I'm back in my element. You know, putting a conference together, this, that, and the other. Because one of the things that I stress to folks is, part of us, we have to understand that everything is not about the party. That's why we have to understand there's so many different things going on. Tell us about the film festival that is happening as well, because I need to know where that is.
I'm going to tell you what. We were, oddly enough, our film festival and our literary cafe are always very intricate pieces to our pride. But I had more club promoters coming to me asking me what films and what books were going to be out, and making sure that we had a film fest and a literary cafe this year than anything. You would be surprised the number of people that are really interested in that. This year we have a array of films that will be out, all new. Quadris is been helping to oversee that, but this year we have orchestrated that entire task out to the Auburn Research Library. What way to get our word and our message out to individuals than to send them to the Auburn Research Library, which is a library for and about African American culture and history.
How about it?
So they welcomed us with open arms. They were excited. So we will be doing the film festival on Saturday from 12 to 6 at the Auburn Research Library and the Literary Cafe. They'll be going in simultaneously. So you can go and spend as much time as you want. We will be offering, down at the Auburn Research Library. That is on Saturday. That happens. And then on Saturday night, let me help you out on Saturday night. You know how some people by Saturday night, you be tired, you get a little tired, or you done found you a date for the night, for the weekend, and you need something to do, you need a little alone time. We have now have a midnight movie at the Midtown Cinema
on
Saturday night. So when you find that boo, or you just don't want to go to the club, maybe you're just not clubbing that night, you can go to the Midtown Cinema on Saturday night and have movie night.
Get out of here.
And we have quite a few films that will be going on that'll be playing that night. And it's, that's a Saturday night thing for everybody that's, doesn't want to go out and get into the crowd. There's always something to do. And for those of you that don't know, there is a bar at the Midtown Cinema.
Yes, it is. Yes,
they
there
sell
is.
beer and wine at the Midtown Cinema. So don't think that you're gonna go to the movies and you won't be able to get a cocktail, because yes, you will be able to get a cocktail. But we are excited about that, and that's just part of the thing that we are trying to do, is to change and to evolve to new levels so that we give people different things, which means that we have to come out of our box and we have to do things differently. And the Midtown Cinema is so warm and inviting, and they're so excited to have us. And I'm so excited to be able to go and do all those things. Now, I'm not able to go and do everything. I wish that I was, but the park is a huge undertaking. So I will probably be in the bed at 9 o'clock
How about
Saturday
that?
night.
Okay.
Because I have to be at the park at 5:15 in the morning on Sunday
Exactly.
morning. So
exactly.
I want everybody else to go out, and I want to hear the stories, and I want to know what it's like.
Exactly. But you know
I'm living vicariously.
When you're on the planning committees and carrying on, this is still work, and that's the part that kids don't get. This is work for us. This ain't about. I want to make sure that you have a good time. So this is my service to you. So to make sure that this is of utmost. Utmost, and it's a stellar event is where my goal is. So I'm picking and this and that, and how they see you need to go. If getting a boo is your thing, honey, then go get the boo for me, honey. You just live and tell me all about it when we talk and text and carrying on. So that way I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm nasty like that. Okay.
Okay. No comment.
And so that, therefore,
comment.
that has to be established, because a lot of, when you're on these committees and things, especially when you have friends coming in from out of town, they start to feel slighted because you can't hang with them. They're like, well, I came to come and see you, but boo, I'm working to make sure
not this weekend. You can't come. Everybody can come and see me on Sunday. You can come see me on Sunday. You can come see me on Friday. You can come and see me at my meet and greet at the Hyatt Hotel. Come out, have a cocktail with me. You can talk with me. I can answer any questions that you may have. The entire board will be, not the entire board, but most of the board will be around the hotel. Most of the media sponsors will be around the hotel on Thursday. And like I said, it'll be Thursday between 3 and probably about 3 and 6. We'll be at the Hyatt Hotel, and it definitely will be out there on Friday, and we're going to do it again on Saturday. But come out.
Exactly.
And sit and talk to me then, and that's all I have for them right now. I can't really, I can't really give them anything else because my weekend is pretty packed. We're trying to make sure that everyone else have a good time, because the kids will read you on the fly.
Not just they're slice their eyes, honey. They're gonna read you in your face and then still on the slide. Okay, because the kids that got vicious like way. Now here, let me do this, because we have 2013 already laid out and it's identified, and we have all that in place. Moving forward, as we evolve and as we change and as we move forward, what is it that we're going to need for future endeavors to keep these partnerships together? Because as it was pointed out, a lot of corporate sponsorship, honey, is not there anymore. Or at least not in the numbers that it was in. So what is the declaration and the cry as we're here, but come Wednesday, come Thursday of next week, we're going to start for 2014. So what are we looking for out of the patronage of people?
You know what, Meech? I need my people to understand, and I love us dearly, but I need my people to understand that it costs money to put these events on. It costs. I know that they're charging you, whatever the fee is to get into the bars and things like that. But to put the seminars on and to host the hotels and to bring in these artists and to do a lot of things, it costs a lot of money. And we need to be, as a people, to start giving back into putting back money into our community. I need my people to make their donations to IPLA. I need, when they see the donation bins out, slip $1 in there, slip $5 in there, and just say, you know what, here's $5. When you're at the park, slip $1 in there. If you got change in your pocket, what have you, I need you to slip it in there, because that is really where it is. Corporate sponsorship is out there. However, it is becoming very, tight. As the economy is tight, then businesses become tight on their money, and it's hard to get corporate sponsors to come out when they don't see consistency, when they don't see that the people of the community that you're representing are putting into the effort. Why should I put into it?
Exactly.
It's their whole mindset. So I need my people to come out, and I need you to support the events and come out in great numbers. I need you to come out, and I need you to support. I don't need you just to come out and stand around. I need you to support. I need you to make donations. I need you to go to ATL.org to our donations tab and just donate. It's a tax credit thing. You get it back. You can get it. You get it off your taxes. For those people who don't, you get it off your taxes. You can get it back.
Exactly.
People don't understand that.
Exactly. And that's a very important piece here, because, the kids come from out of town, and we all know, I run with this, because I tell the children constantly, I don't care what it is. Sometimes we seem not to have our priorities in order, because as long as it's a boy somewhere, honey, y'all was up there nickel and dime y'all asses to a damn party for a boy. But forget that this party costs, and we have to make sure that everything is in place, so that as you sit up there not paying your rent money for this particular trip, you're going to take $100 off the rent. I'll just pay the late fee on the back end. While you're making those kinds of decisions, understand that in order to get here is something here. So throughout the night, as you're thinking about that, you don't have to give the dancer all the money, honey. If you got a $5, honey, give him $3 of it and put the $2, honey, in the donation bin.
Please,
you're gonna spend it anyway.
Sir, please, ma'am, just come and make a donation at something. That way we can. It does cost a lot. It's costing an exorbitant amount of money, and we need to understand that we have to start. People say, "Oh, well, you get that back." No, we don't get that back. Just like the promoters, you think they're really making a whole bunch of money, and if they are in the same boat, as much as they charge you that $25 to get in, guess what? It costs $30,000 to bring Lil Kim or Kelly Rowland or whoever it is.
There.
So you
better understand.
Even. So it is a business. It is a business. It is a business that we need to understand that we have to sow in, and we need our people to sow back into our finances in order to make it, to get these corporate sponsors to say, hey, guess what? They take care of their own. Yes, I'll sow into you, because I see them sowing into their own. They will pay for themselves. They will go ahead and pay. And I understand that your rooms are, are a big thing this year. Please, sir, and please, ma'am, and, be mindful. Don't tear up your rooms. Every time you tear up the hotel, that costs us a lot of money when people do not respect where they are. I understand it's not yours, but guess what? It is rented, and we have to pay damages for things like that. So my advice is, fine, if you want to take a towel or two, that's up to you, child. That's on your conscience. But don't tear the rooms up. Don't put holes in the wall and, other things.
And then act as if you did not do it. So you don't tell nobody that, because shit happens. Sometimes it's happened to me, honey, the headboard fell, okay? That's fine, okay? But you have to let somebody know what was going on so that it doesn't look as if it's something else. Because if you tell the folks, and this is coming from somebody who's hotel security, and let me give you from this particular end, because if you are there in your hotel, and I'm telling you this because I've had to do it too many times, I give you a little leniency when I have a noise complaint because you do it to get your groove thing on. But if you knocking boots and I'm hearing you at the elevators and you are halfway down the hall, Miss Ma'am, Miss Girl, Miss Thing, I'm knocking on your door saying, shut the fuck up. Now that's what security is going to do. Okay, you know you too loud. Girl, you know it. If you are in that hotel and you are smoking marijuana, you're smoking cigarettes in that room, most hotels are now smoke-free. I don't care how much you sit up there and spray your air freshener. I don't care. If I find evidence of you smoking in that room, you will pay $250, $300 for a cleaning fee. You need to know that up front now, so that when it happens, if you want to take that chance and be like, okay, because you ball it like that and you can afford it, God bless you, honey, thank you. But know that you are going to pay for that. And it's not going to be, and then here's the other thing. If you fuck up like that, you're going to make it bad for the organization to have the nicer hotels, because then they're not going to want to do business with you. And that there is where it is. The Hyatt is a very new hotel. It is the jewel now. It's the perfect location. For those of you who don't know, coming down 10th and Peachtree, that's a big hotel on the corner. Before you get down into the park, before you go into, it's around the corner from the daiquiri factory. It's around the corner from Joe's on Juniper. It is right. It is central location to gay culture.
Everything.
Central location.
And I have to say this, because we talked about this the other night, and I need my people to understand. Every square inch of every single hotel that you enter is now video recorded.
Camera.
Everything
right.
you do except for your room has a video camera. So be mindful that you are not in the elevator being, let's just say, inappropriate.
Okay, right.
Because somebody's watching you, and they can come and tap you, knock on your door, and say, get your stuff, and leave.
Okay,
or
exactly.
They can have you arrested for lewd acts in public indecency, and they are willing. I have spoken with Atlanta PD. They're going to do it this year. I need y'all not to be sitting in the City Hotel, but I need y'all to be sitting in the Hyatt or the Hilton or the Lowe's or one of the other hotels, not at the City Hotel, because you can't get out till 2.
Okay, exactly. Okay.
It is not cute. If you are going to do whatever it is that you do in the room, trust me, every hotel in Midtown, there is a city ordinance now. Every hotel in Midtown in Atlanta is now a no-smoking hotel.
That's
So
right.
you can try to turn on the shower. You can try to put towels up against the door. And you can try all of those things. And wet towels and all of that, burn incense, and all. You can do all of that. But if they smell smoke in your room, they will charge you. And some hotels, and I can just speak for the Hyatt, is almost a $500 deposit.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You do have to have you will have an incidental deposit, and I because I'm from the Western Atlanta Airport, and I know our cleaning fee is $200, and I think it just went up to $250. That's what we charge for smoking in the room, and that's what I said. I'm saying this because I'm hotel security, honey. I know what we look for. I know what we look for.
I say it out of love to my people. We are there is a $50 incidental fee. Be prepared. I employ everybody. If you're going, and I tell everybody, I'm not here to watch their money. I'm here to take care of my reputation and my organization's reputation with that hotel.
Exactly.
If you're going to pay, you need to pay that hotel. Know that they will put a hold on your card. I don't want y'all coming down, cussing the front desk people out and carrying on. When you pay with the debit card, they put the hold on that entire room.
On that money.
So my advice for you is before you get here or for your room incidentals, you find out exactly how much it is for each night that you will be at that hotel, and you bring them cash on hand. And maybe put your incidentals on your credit card or your debit card or whatever.
Exactly.
Or whatever it is.
And you could do that in cash because that there is refundable as long as you don't sit up there. And then let me say this. I got to say this because some of you may not have booked under the hotel discounted rate. You may come in on Hotwire or whatever. If you are coming in as a third-party reservation, which means you came through Hotwire, Priceline, or those kind of places, and you try to extend your stay because you done got happy, you cannot do it through the third party. You have to call Hotwire again to see if they have availability. Otherwise, to extend your stay, you're going to pay the rate that is available then, because you have to check out and then check back in. And you cannot do that. And I'm telling y'all, because working at a hotel, that's some of the things that they may not tell you when you're booking these things. So if you're not up under the rate of the organization's rate, which is a cute little rate anyway, you will not be able to extend. And, of course, you won't be able to extend if you sit there and tear up the room, because as hotel security, if you fuck it up, you will get bounced out with no refunds. Thank you, say no more.
It is
eviction. Thank you.
It is a very intricate thing. These people have the Pride has got a very bad reputation for tearing up things.
Wow.
Which is why it's very hard for us to get into hotels, and which is one of the reasons why we had to split from doing one big hotel this year, because of the fact that it was such a, we've got a very bad rap. And I need to understand that it's behavior. Your behavior is everything, and I need you to behave and make sure that our people are behaving and we're doing what we're supposed to do. If you can't do that, then maybe you should go to the Clarion or somewhere else at a cheaper rate where you won't have to worry about that. But up in Midtown, they're not playing any games with no one this weekend, and I don't want I don't want your cards to be froze. I don't want you to go to eat and then you can't pay because the hotel didn't put a lock on your room because they didn't put all these incidentals. I want everybody to know. I implore everybody to please pay cash. I implore everybody to know, go to the desk, pay cash. That way you don't put a hold, and they are putting holds on the entire amount of the room. They ain't just going to do it per night. They have already told us that they will be putting holds for the entire amount. They're going to make sure they get their money.
They get their money. Oh, and let me say this. Parking is not free.
It is $25 a day for valet.
That's valet.
That's valet.
Parking is not
$20.
free.
It is $20 a day to park
independently, right?
Independently. Please, sir, ma'am, do not park on the side streets in the residential because, baby, Park Atlanta plans to get their raises this weekend. So for everybody that lives in the city of Atlanta, if you ain't paid your parking tickets, you might need to park it in a garage because they're going to be out. For those of y'all that are coming from outside cities, if you've ever seen the show called Parking Wars.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
They don't mind booting. They don't mind towing. And I don't want that to happen. So please make sure, spend the extra $5, spend the extra $10, spend whatever it is, spend it. Spend it. Ain't nothing worse than having to pay $120. And here in Atlanta, anybody that's ever had their car towed in Atlanta, and I can attest to it because I've had my car towed in Atlanta, it is a pain in the butt.
Okay.
It ain't you just don't go downtown and pay. You got to go way out in Bankhead and then come all the way back down.
And then come all the way. Yeah, I heard that.
And then it is not a cute thing at all. So please. I don't want to hear. Those are the stories that we get, and I'm trying to make sure that we hit on all the issues. And I don't want to scare anybody, but I want y'all to be real and be mindful and be smart travelers. Just be smart travelers. And be smart all the way through the weekend. Please be mindful of, traveling in groups. We're encouraging everybody to travel in packs and travel in groups and use the buddy system and things like that. And be mindful of your friends. Don't let your friends just be sloppy drunk and all on the sidewalk and carrying on and stuff like that. That's just really not cool. Be mindful of yourself. Have respect for yourself and have respect for your friends and have respect for everyone. With that, Meech, I love you.
And that there was the perfect note to end on right there. And let me get you back. That was the perfect note to end on, baby. So, we just did that. Okay?
How about that? I have got an event to prepare for. I hope to see everyone out this weekend. If you don't, just stop by and say, I heard Ty on the radio. Where is Ty? And I promise you somebody's going to point my way. And if you see Big Meech, I'll be somewhere nearby, somewhere.
Okay,
I'll be at the Hyatt. Please come out and have a cocktail with us for our meet and greet on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I will see you all in the park or at some other event. Please be safe. If you don't do nothing but love yourselves, love someone else. It's easy, it's free, and it don't cost you anything to do. But love yourselves and love each other even more.
All right, baby. Beautiful.
Have a good one,
see
Meech.
you. You too, baby. I'll see you real soon here.
All right.
All righty. All right, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so thankful for this. And like I said, this has just restored my... It's really starting to get me back into the reason why I got into this in the first place. Because, I, as someone who is on the forefront and on the front line of this thing, I've always wanted to make sure that something was there and in place so folks can empower themselves. When it's my time to go on over to the next level of existence, I want to make sure that the legacy left behind is what our kids and what the new babies, honey, they can build on, and they can sit up there and may not have the same struggles that we did. It may be a little bit easier. It's more tolerable. No, let me take the word tolerate out of that, because I don't just want you to tolerate me. I need you to accept me. You don't have to agree with me. I need you to accept the fact that this is what it is. This here, it is what it is presented to be until proven otherwise. Because it may not necessarily be what it is on face value, because under that surface may have a different story. But what it is, whatever it presents itself to be. And that's all we have to go on right now. You see what I'm saying? So right now, what we have to do is make sure that whatever is on the surface, the root of it has to be strong. It has to be solid. It has to have something there, so where when we move forward, honey, it's like that oak, honey. I shall not be moved, honey. Yes, we come through a lot. We came through a lot of the dirt, honey, but I'm rooted, and my root and my foundation is solid. So that way, as we build, honey, as we grow, as we nurture, just like a rose, just like a tree, anything that's dead that means nothing is going to fall off anyway. You see what I'm saying? So that the beauty of it, the real beauty, stands out. And that's what pride is supposed to be. And particularly in African-American, black, gay pride, or persons of color pride, that's what this thing is supposed to be. We have to remove a lot of the negative images, because why do we like to stay there? Why do we got so much Child, we got so much that says negativity already, that when we have to learn how to let the positivity outshine that. We have to let the good stuff outshine the bad, because we know the bad is there. We can't get around it. The bad is going to be there, because that's what it is. But we've got to let the positive and the good outshine that. And that is what I believe this weekend here under this administration is going to lay the foundation for. After 17 years, we got a lot of firsts. The proclamation has been signed by the mayor and the city council here in Atlanta. They have it. This is the second in 17 years. This is the second time they got a city proclamation. How about that? You see what I'm saying? So now it is recognized officially by the city of Atlanta that this here is sanctioned. You see what I'm saying? That's how important this is, to where it makes a staple. And y'all know we hear in the Bible Belt. So for the city to say that says monumental volumes of things. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it has just restored my faith in a lot of this. And, of course, like I said, because I'm actually going to be presenting something and feeling as though I'm doing my part to contribute to show pride, this here is going to be on fire. So that there is saying a lot. I want to leave you guys with that. If you're coming in town, honey, I hope to see some of you. I won't be able to see all of you, honey, because some of you are going to be ducking and dodging and carrying on to handle your business. I want you to come and get your life, honey. Get your life the way you know how to do it. I'm going to encourage you, though, to make sure that you make educated decisions and not stupid choices, okay? Educated decisions and not stupid choices. Let that guide you. I will see you guys throughout the week, honey. And with that, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, honey, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings. Ha! with Big Meats, honey. If you love me, tell a friend, honey. If you hate me, honey, tell an enemy. But do know this one way, shape, style, form of fashion, my darlings. This thing here will move forward, honey. Oh, I'm trying to...
Tea time?
How many lumps do you want in your tea?
Give me what you got.
It's dishing tea with Big Meats.
Big Meats.
At Carrabba's Italian Grill, people always seem to be saying, wow! Especially now, because you can take home our delicious sauté-to-order spaghetti and homemade meatballs made with our family recipe absolutely free.
Homemade spaghetti and meatballs for free? Just wow!
Order one of your Carrabba's favorites, Chicken Brian, Chicken Marsala, Polo Rosa Maria, or our Chicken Trio, and take home made-from-scratch spaghetti and meatballs.
For tomorrow night's dinner, free? Wow!
Hurry into Carrabba's today and get free spaghetti and meatballs for tomorrow. Limited time only, now through May 6th. Carrabba's, Italian worth talking about.